CARS05 episode 3. Welcome back to the show. We've been getting a lot of great reviews from you guys on YouTube. And you've been asking us to do something more practical after we did the E63 AMG and the Range Rover. And today we are going to review two pickups.
Nice.
And I've got a guest of mine, Smanga, good friend of mine who's a developer, but also a very big avid 4x4 fan. Smanga, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Masimba. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So today we've got two amazing pickups. The Toyota HiLux on my right side, the Legend 50, top of the range, hot on the market, family favorite, corporate favorite, super reliable, the #1 pickup seller. And then on my left side, we've got the VW Amarok, German pickup, on the market to compete with the Japanese. And we're going to test them side by side, get a feel of how they look, their interiors, their practicality, and to help you make a decision on which one of the two pickups make a lot of sense. Before we do anything, we're going to take a tour of the exteriors of the cars. Then Smanga and I are going to go inside each one of the cars, look at all the practical features. Because when you buy a pickup, it's a car where you need a lot of practicality, right? Yeah. You want to look at the space, you want to look at storage, you want to look at everything inside, and then we'll pick it up from there. 2019 VW Amarok. This is the V6 edition, not the 2-liter twin turbo. First introduced into the market some 6 years ago. Very unconventional in the market from your usual Toyotas, Isuzu, hard bodies that all used to carry a lot of 3-liter engines. And when the Amarok came in with their 2-liter twin turbo, it was totally different. The market received them in a positive light. But they've taken it a step up. They're German. They are not going to do it the conventional way. They've introduced the V6. 190 kilowatts, so much power. Usually you get that type of power in your BMWs and Mercedes. At 580 Newton meters, which is a lot of torque, which is a lot of pulling power. And let's go around the car. Let's have a look at what we have. Let's start with the lights. We've got your daytime running lights, in addition to the facelift that they put in with xenon lights, which is very good. Xenon lights are good for the evenings. And when you come around, the car is sitting on 19-inch wheels. Not very good for off-roading, I'll not lie to you. What? But on road, it's got a very good superior suspension system, so the comfort levels are not as compromised. And it's got very big side mirrors, good for visibility when you're driving. These side mirrors, you can't substitute for anything else. And then we've got bolstered on the side as an optional extra. It's not very big, it's supposed to be a side step, so when you're getting in, but you don't get a lot of step to get inside. And then moving to the back, it's got a lot of space. You're looking at about 500 to 600 milliliters of boot space on the car. Big tail lights. These tail lights are now LED on the braking lights. Still normal reverse camera lights. We move to the front. Front seats, electronically operated, with nice side shoulder bolsters. Now, the one thing I noticed when I got into this car, it doesn't have any side support like the HiLux does.
Another one.
It doesn't have any side support like the HiLux does. To help you prop. It's a very high car off the ground, so you struggle, you actually have to jump. And I'm a big guy, I'm probably about 175, so I struggle to get into the car. The handle that they give you is hidden, so that's one addition that VW should have done. And then inside, great sitting position, steering wheel faces right there, nice and light. And then you have a very wide sitting position, your automatic lights on the side. You still have, for a lot of money, your manual key operation when you start in the car. 8-speed automatic. The car comes with heated seats, a pleasant option for those winter days early in the morning. But shockingly enough, for the price point of this car, it's got a very small touchscreen that you can operate. Unlike the HiLux, which has a 12-inch, this one is probably 8 inches Volkswagen touchscreen. But it still works very well. The interface is user-friendly, faster than what the HiLux can do.
Impressive. Very nice.
And on top of that, you've got a glove compartment that, as much as it looks, as the armrest looks very big, there's not a lot of space over here. On the practicality front, two cup holders. This is your ashtray, which you can use as storage. There's further storage right here in the front, where you can throw a few things here. What I've always found interesting in the Amarok is, what is this space for? You've got a 12 volt socket over here, but I've never understood why they've got this space as a tray. I'm assuming that you can throw stuff over there like phones when you're charging them. You also have another 12 socket over here with your ashtray, and right on the bottom is your USB and headphone jack. That's that side. You've got buttons to operate your climate control. This is also good, digitally recorded. And then right here for your sunglasses. I think this is actually a bit small. They could have made it bigger. And your lights. Very useful, your reading lights in the evening. Practicality on the doors. Your space for a bottle of water. It's very big, but the bottle of water will be rattling a lot. But there's a lot of space. Great radio system that they have in here. It's got 8 speakers. Very loud, nice crispy music. Connects well to your Bluetooth device as well. So that's very good. But no USB connection for charging. No USB-C connection for charging. Most modern phones have USB-C in the time that we are going right now, and they don't have that. Let's move to the back. We move to the back. This is my seating position. Not a lot of space. Remember, I'm 1.75. This is a good addition to have someone to help you prop at the back. But for a big guy, as you can see, your average passenger, there's not a lot of space on my knees. There's a lot of space on the bottom for my feet. And this is something that you need to consider. Another 12 volt socket. And this lame excuse for cup holders that will not really hold much. The back seats are very comfortable. Good seating position for my back. A lot of headroom on top, which is very good, but the seating position at the back is very, very limited. So this would actually be very good for small people or children to be sitting at the back. That's it about the VW Amarok. We've had a look at the outside, we've had a look at the inside and its practicalities. Practicalities. Now I'm handing it over to Smanga as he looks at the Legend 50 and we do our comparison and see which one is a better car for you to choose.
I'm privileged to introduce to you the Toyota HiLux 2020 Legend 50. There's a reason why Toyota has sold over 1 million of the HiLux brand over the past 50 years. And I'm going to take you through some of the reasons why. The 2020 Toyota HiLux, obviously, as you can see from the front, comes with a more aggressive grille. giving you that aggressive Toyota feel and the comfort that you're used to whenever you see a Toyota coming your way. Starting from the front, you see that they introduced LED daylight running lights, which are perfect for stormy weather driving or even day or night driving. I also like how the nudge bar that's fitted to this particular Legend 50 stands out and is bold and thick. Let me take you around the car so that you see some of the external features of this 2020 Toyota HiLux Legend 50. So if you come onto the side, you see that there's the side light indicator for increased visibility when you're driving and indicating. And then the Toyota HiLux 2020 Legend 50 also comes with 18-inch new design alloy wheels. These are bigger, these are bolder to give you that aggressive Toyota look. If you come over onto the side here, you see that there is a protrusion of the running bar on the side. This is for ease of onboarding onto the car because Toyota wants to make you feel comfortable as you do those off-roads and on-road expeditions. If you come around to the back of the car, I like the fact that unlike the previous Toyotas with the 2020 Legend 50, they try to lower the center of gravity. So you can see that it's not as high as its predecessors because obviously that has been an issue, that it's got a high center of gravity and the rolling over has been an issue. Fitted with a branded Legend 50 anti-roll-cage bar, stands out nicely in black, and on this particular white model, the blacks give it a good contrast. Onto the load bay here, you'll notice that the car has got enough loading space. I think this car can take up to a ton in terms of weightage, which is good for chucking load into the back, going to the farm, or even doing things around the city. The Toyota HiLux Legend 50 definitely delivers. If you come onto the back of the car, you'll notice that there's very good ground clearance on the Legend 50. This allows you that even when you're in the bush, it protects the underside of the car, the fuel tank and the like. And this particular model is again branded with the Legend 50 insignia right around the vehicle. I also like that it's got LED powered rear lights. These allow for more illumination at nighttime driving or even driving in rain and fog. So bravo to Toyota on that. This particular HiLux also comes with a Toyota fitted tow hitch because the HiLux is the king of towing. And they did that exactly by putting that tow bar so that you can tow your weights as you go in. Come on over, I'll show you the inside. Coming onto the inside of the Toyota HiLux, I think this particular model is more defined than the predecessors. I like the black throughout that they've done. Obviously comes with leather seats, and there's more legroom inside the 2020 Legend 50. I'm 1.82 meters tall, but when I sit in the Toyota HiLux, I don't have to push my seat all the way back because of the cabin room configuration, and I've got enough headroom as I sit. So I really like that there's headroom here, and I like the sitting position in this Legend 50. You've got a commanding view of the road, and the steering feels nice and bold, and it fills up your palms to give you that comfort control of the particular car. What I also like particularly about this Legend 50 is that they introduced a bigger LED screen on the dash that allows you for your infotainment.
For the price point of this car, it's got a very small touchscreen, unlike the HiLux, which has a 12-inch.
A bigger LED screen on the dash that allows you for your infotainment. It's got the map, set nav, and it's got the audio entertainment on it as well. But further to the passenger side, there is a cooler cabin. So if you've got your water or your drinks, you can put in the cooler cabin, and it keeps your drinks chilled and pretty cool. I think that this is a very welcome addition for those long drives onto the safari. They've done well. So you've got all the modern gizmos. You've got your steering controls. For audio, you've got cruise control on this particular one. This Toyota HiLux is 135 kilowatts of power, and it delivers that through a 7-speed automatic transmission gearbox. Not bad for a double cab pickup. It also comes with 4x4 mode, and it's got a rear diff lock. So if you are talking about driving from urban to dirt in these roads in Zimbabwe, this is the piece that you need because it gives you the best of both worlds.
Impressive. Very nice.
Ease of driving and capability when you go off-road. So there's so many other things that I like about this particular HiLux. I like the leather trim. The leather is softer than previously before, gives you those undertones of comfort. I also like how everything is appointed well, close to the driver and within reach of the driver. Nothing is really out of reach in this particular HiLux. Man, I just love how they've laid out everything in this HiLux. Very good head clearance on my head. Like I said, I'm quite tall and I don't want to be bending my back to enjoy a comfortable ride. I like the way the seats hug you as well. Should be good for that elongated drive. Improvement from the predecessor. So I've kept the driving seat at my preferred driving position. I said I'm 1.82 meters, so I'm quite a tall guy. Let's see how I fit into the back of this Toyota HiLux. So not the best for long drive, but you could get away with it for shorter distances or shorter people.
Stop it. Get some help.
But if you ask me for a long distance, to be honest, I don't want to be sitting here driving 400 plus kilometers. I would rather be on the driver's seat. So yeah, the legroom is not the greatest, but I like the feel of the quality of the leather that they put in this particular model. Brilliant rack, but from the back as well, the headrest is not, the head clearance is not much as I had in the front seat. So I think they could have done better with the rear sitting position of this particular model. Yeah, sitting from the back is not most ideal in this particular car for someone as tall as I am. So we'll see when we drive the cars to compare it with the VW Amarok V6. Obviously on power, the VW that Masimba is showcasing has got more power than this car. But I think that, you know, overall, we have to take the cars through their paces to decide which one is better.
What? Nothing.
So let's take them for a drive. All right, so now we're having a feel of the Toyota HiLux Legend 50 2020, 130 kilowatts of power, 450 newton moments of torque at 3,000 revs per minute. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with a bit of a slow off-road drive. Like I said earlier on, I love the driving position of this car. I've got a commanding view of the road ahead. Everything is within reach for me. I like it. I like the feel of the leather on the steering as well. Let's see how she drives. I'm gonna take her on a dirt road. Already I can feel that she's responsive, very responsive on the throttle. And I like the firmness of the brakes. Give me confidence as I take it onto the dirt road. Yeah, feels like Toyota. You know, I feel confident. I feel there's an element of reliability in this car. If there's one car that can get you where you're going, it is the Toyota HiLux. You know, fuel consumption claimed is 7 liters, 400 kilometers. I'm currently achieving 8.5. This is brand new, by the way. Only has 300 kilometers on the clock.
Nice.
So very much brand new, but it's not achieving what Toyota claims. Nonetheless, it's very frugal with consumption. I think it's very good fuel consumption for a double cab of this size. So now I'm on the dirt road, obviously feeling the usual little bumpiness. Because it's a Toyota, but I feel robust. I feel like it can take the battering in the road. Very rough surface that I'm driving on, dry surface on this part of the road. Very bumpy, but I've got good grip. I've got good grip on the road, so that gives you confidence for your soft off-road driving. The road I'm taking is gonna get a bit bumpier, and I'll try and see how she responds. Yeah.